What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of New Tool Tuesday. In today's video, I'm going to show you this amazing Gilmore foam cannon that you'd use to wash your car. Now, I use this setup every single time that I wash my vehicle, whether I'm cleaning the paint, whether I'm getting ready to polish the car, or whatever. I will use this to get that job done. Now, the reason why this is so sweet is because you can use this with a standard garden hose. You don't need to use a pressure washer to use this and spray foamy soap onto your car's paint. So if you guys were to buy one of these, what you'd get is this attachment here with this special connector on the end of the hose. You get this entire canister here. It comes with two different kind of attachments for the actual foam cannon itself, and you'd attach this with a quick connector right up to the hose like this. Now I'm going to show you how simple it is to use this thing. So just by looking at the hopper, you can tell that it's actually made out of some pretty good materials. This is a chemical resistant bottom. It screws onto the top part, and you've got the pickup found inside of it. So we're going to close that up for now, and if you look at the top part of it, you can see that we have these brass components to it. So you have the quick connector where the hose attaches to. You have this selector right here, and this selects how much fluid from the reservoir is getting brought up and then shot out of the foam cannon itself. So if you bring it all the way to the left setting, this here is rated for 1 ounce of material per gallon of water that's shot out. And you can actually play around with this to go from 1 to 2 to 4 to 6 to 12 ounces of fluid per gallon of water being shot. Now, what's cool about this too is that you can actually set it so that it's actually in between two settings and nothing will come out. So like that. If you set it up like this and you spray this, nothing's going to come out of here other than just pure water. Now, it also works too. See this little dial here? Well, you've got each one of the adjustments on top. If you turn this to be horizontal, you're going to be stopping the flow of any fluid because, well, nothing can get through that. So you can either move this till it's horizontal or set it so that it's in between each one of those settings. Now, you can also choose to have two different kind of attachments attached on the end of it. So do you see that little metal pin found on the top? If you were to pull that up and you pull this out, you can take out this connection here and install the new shorter one on the end of it. But I find this one here to be the best one that produces a good amount of foam. So what I'm going to do is take this out and I'm going to load up some soap into the bottom side of the hopper to show you guys how well this thing works. So before you just throw any soap into the car, you want to realize and distinguish what you want to do with the car. So a soap like this right here, the Palm Olive, is a great soap to strip any waxes and any dirt that's on the vehicle. So if you have a layer of wax on the car and you want to keep it on there, you wouldn't use a soap like this. This is a very good job at stripping everything. A soap like this that's from Meguiar's, the Shampoo Plus, is a good soap that's made to do hand washes. So if you're ever using a 2-bucket system and you want to put soap inside your bucket, that there would be the soap that you want to use. Now, because we're using a foam gun, we want to use a soap like this. So the Meguiar's Hyper Wash is meant for sprayable components. So if you ever want to use a spray gun, you want to use a foam gun, or you want to use something that'll be diluted, this is your option there. And that's what we're going to be putting inside of our hopper. When you're pouring the concentrate into the hopper, you're going to want to fill it till it's just about above that black line. Now, once you're done that, you're going to bring that inside. You're going to want to put low pressure, warm water inside the hopper, and you're going to fill it all the way to the top. Once you're done, just spin the entire thing so that everything gets mixed up uniformly, and then you can attach this thing to the hose. So to set this up, I like using this on the second setting. Okay, so there's about 5 options in here. I'm going to put it on this one here. So this one here is going to set out on the side 2 ounces per gallon of water. So what I'm going to be doing with this is first spray the entire car down, and then I'm going to use this in front of the wash mitt to always keep the wash mitt lubricated over the paint. That way we're not going to be introducing scratches or we're going to be damaging the clear coat or paint at all. So that there is a good amount of foam. Now if you want, you can set this to any kind of other setting. Now I'm going to go to the max setting right here and check out how much foam you're going to be getting. Like, you can pick this stuff up. Now I think that's a little overkill. If you keep it at setting number 2, you're going to be good and you're not going to be going through too much of the soap. So once you have it like this, you're going to let this sit for about a minute or 2, and this is actually going to lift all the dirt that's really stuck to the paint. So you're going to let it sit there, it's going to penetrate into that dirt, and it's going to make it so that it's going to come off a lot easier, and you're not really going to have to abrade the paint or push into it to get that dirt removed. So what we're going to do next is quickly rinse this down, and then we're going to come at it again with the soap, and then we're going to follow it with a wash mitt. So you might be thinking, Milan, what's the point of doing all of this? What's the point of spraying it down with soap and then rinsing it off just to use more soap? Well, the purpose of this is to make it so that we can remove the dirt as safely as possible from the paint. So if we have a lot of dirt or a lot of contamination that's on there, if we can limit how much we're actually touching the paint, we're going to be making it so that we're not going to be introducing scratches or any kind of imperfection into the paint by doing this procedure. So the less you can touch the paint and the more you can pre-rinse it, the better and safer it is on the paint. So next up, we're gonna attach the hose to the sprayer again, and we're gonna be putting the soap in front of the wash mitt. So we're first gonna rinse and spray down an entire panel along with the wash mitt. Now, can you see how there's soap on the panel? Well, what we're gonna try and do is we're gonna have it so that we always have soap in front of the wash mitt. So that's why we're gonna have it so that it's always being lubricated and it's keeping the wash mitt always covered in soap. Watch. And then when the wash mitt gets dirty, you're gonna spray this down to remove all the dirt that's in there. Now you're gonna repeat that to the entire vehicle until the entire thing is clean. So after you're done washing the entire vehicle, if you've done it correctly, you're gonna have a finish that looks like this. So considering that there were no scratches really in the paint before, and you wash it in this manner, you're gonna have it so that the paint stays looking like that with no additional scratches left in the clear coat. Now, this process isn't exactly that difficult. It might take a couple more minutes out of your washing time, but it'll make it so that the car looks amazing and it stays looking fantastic. If you guys want to pick up any of the products that you guys saw in this video, whether it be the sprayer itself or even the soap, all that information is going to be down in the description box where you can pick it up for yourself. If you guys aren't subscribed to this series or to the channel, be sure to do that. It takes 2 seconds to get that done, and by doing it this way, you'll get notified of every time I upload a video. If you guys have any questions, comment sections down there, you know what to do. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.